Bright and early in the morning, it is July 4th, Independence Day. Let's check it out, shall we? What's going on now with the planetary circumstance? It's even more quiet, although these guys are desperate to do a 3D thing because their magic failed. Every trick in the book for these malevolent beings has failed. They're still looking to get a harvest. They want to steal an identity of a powerful being. They're trying to make their way into the container of powerful suns and stars. God isn't going to let that happen, of course. But it does not mean that there is not going to be the effort. So try to maintain your balance. I woke up first thing this morning pissed off because my angel's wearing a beautiful freaking silken gown, like a bridesmaid gown, so beautiful and fancy. And I had to wake up and I don't have a gown, and I'm mad. So I put this one on and I'm like, all right, we're pretty too. Now we're going to find out what's going on in the world for me and you. The angel looks very, very well-to-do. So it appears that we're going to get our life of luxury after all. Angels. We got our sage here to just kind of clear the air. It's just something that I really like to do. Makes me feel better. To sit in the smoke of purity. Isn't it funny that this smoke would be called purification, when so many others would say that it's sort of a desecration to breathe the smoke? Everybody's got their opinions. So let us see what spirit is today. All right. Alrighty then, everybody, let's see how the planetary circumstances going, shall we? What's going on for the collective? Whoa. King of Cups. I want my life of luxury right now, King of Cups. Where's my gown? You owe me a dress, buddy. In the challenge position? Strength. Courage. In the subconscious. Ten of Cups. Somebody may want to build a family with you. I don't know why, if you're like me, waking up bitching. These guys have been listening to me for over 20 years, and many, many lifetimes. So they were listening the whole time that nasty ass Jack was trying to drive me insane. And, yeah. So it's just a lot of real good times with these guys, right? So we got 8 of Cups in the recent past, but it came out and then it slid into the reverse. So somebody's trying to, resist change. They don't want to let go. Hopes and fears. Whoa, darling. Whoa. 9 of Cups in the reverse. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Unfulfilled. Discontentment. They don't want to let go. They overindulged in harvesting the soul, the value out of people. The mother called them gluttonous cowards because they're harvesting from the shadows. They don't even introduce themselves before they feed on a woman's sacral. It's quite disturbing. In the near future, Emperor. The lens is being looked through. Knight of Pentacles, perseverance and reliability. Dedicated. In the environment, the Hermit. Could be undergoing some kind of contemplation. Like, what does it all mean anyway? Why are we separated like this anyway? What is this all about? Why are we trying? Why do I have flesh and then spirit in this other realm? And why is my damn higher self, my Titan self, like, why are we in separation like this? This trying, this Christed being. Why? And then they try to destroy the mind so that we would not be connected to all parts of ourself. And then they started to try jealousy tactics over our heartbroken flesh suit and our brain with the trauma, you know, to try to be jealous over this young, beautiful woman in the spirit, which is actually our spirit, you know. That some angel, some other angel is in love with. Your angel and some other angel are in fucking love. And I'm kind of pissed off about it because I'm a single woman and I'm having to watch all of this shit about everybody being in love. Yeah, so a life of luxury. You got a life of luxury coming up. There's been research. The analysis has been done. The research, the tests have been satisfied. You're identifiable. Your energy is identifiable. Anybody trying to replace that is going to be messed up. We got the Six of Swords. You're leaving behind the baggage and you're going on. You're about ready to enter your life of luxury. And I think that's why the woman was showing herself to me last night in the dream. She sat before me and she had this beautiful gown, and it was kind of low cut, and she had the cleavage, you know, and then it kind of like right here, and then it kind of flowed out into like a bridesmaid gown. It could have been an actual wedding gown. Now that I think of it, it was so fancy. It could have actually been a wedding gown. You might be entering into this thing. I woke up, I was so pissed off. You know, the limited brain that these people have been violating in the extreme, it does have its quirks, doesn't it? Jackasses. King of Swords is here. He knows the truth about what's been going on, and there's a union. The Emperor, King of Cups, King of Swords. So there's love, there's truth. The Emperor is the authority. He wants a 10 of Cups with this woman who could be the daughter of a lion, very strong and very courageous. He loves you. I got a new attitude. Nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Do 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 do. Ooh 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 ooh. I got a new attitude. I got a new attitude. King of Cups is here, full of love. That dude is in love. Oh my goodness. Neglect. Neglect? You may be stressed thin between work and home, leaving little time to care for yourself. King of Cups is in love, and he's in this neglect energy. He could be looking at neglect. We've got ungrounded and wicked. What the hell is that? He's looking at this daughter of a lion, or this woman who has the strength of a lion, or perhaps she's just a lion and he wants in on that contract. What the heck is going on here? Abuse of power. So he is what? You're very strong, you're very courageous, and his challenge is what? An abuse of power. When power is used to suppress or diminish, it becomes a tool of control, not protection. Somebody's been abusing the power of divine feminine. Somebody's been abusing the power of divine feminine. And it's like this, the love of this divine masculine is looking at the neglect. So I could be changing this storyline here. Just hold on. He's looking at the 10 of Cups here. We're going to get some more clarification. There's some kind of a celebration. What's going on with this? So, 10 of Cups, there's restoration for the High Priestess. 10 of Cups, restoration for the High Priestess. Now, this King of Cups, there's neglect, and then there's the woman with somebody abusing her power. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Somebody is resisting change. Hopelessness. Somebody's feeling hopeless. Somebody's feeling hopeless. They didn't get your prize. You can't touch your stuff. This greedy person is feeling hopeless. Inequality. Because of the inequality, they were not fair. They were brutal. What the hell? They took, and then they gave shit. So they took all the goodness and they gave all the shit to this High Priestess who is being restored in her status of 10 of Cups. And we've got the Emperor here in the near future. Attachment. Could be clinging to something that is already over. Release is overdue. So there's an Emperor clinging. We have a Knight of Pentacles. He's in the lens. He's looking at this Knight that has persevered. There's a Knight that has persevered. Discord. There's a Knight who has persevered through discord, and this Emperor is like he's got an attachment. He's clinging. He's clinging. We've got the Hermit here, so you're doing some research. Hindsight is a wonderful tool. Harmony. So there's an analysis here. Emotional abundance flows freely, bringing domestic bliss and supportive relationships. You could be going home. I mean, maybe that was the spirit or the angel letting me know that we're about ready to cross the bridge. We're about ready to go home. Perhaps whatever is happening over there in the status that everybody's angel has been elevated to will start to materialize or manifest in this 3D life of luxury. You could be walking with Horus. Horus could be your familiar, your guide, your protector. The hawk. Liberation. You're being liberated. Oops. Yeah. So due to the analysis and who you are, you're being liberated and you're out of here. And you're going to go be wearing fancy ball gowns and stuff. You're going to get the life of luxury, the foo-foo stuff that all these other people that flaunted in front of you have been living while not deserving. They took it from you. They neglected you. They abused their power. And now they're in a state of hopelessness. Or they left you in a state of hopelessness. And now, because of the inequality, you're being liberated. Harmony is being restored in the life of this high priestess. And somebody's heartbroken. You're leaving behind the baggage and somebody is heartbroken. You're moving on from heartbreak. People are heartbroken about this disconnection. People are heartbroken about this disconnection. So they took action to harvest you, your soul, your life force, to recycle your personality and say, okay, we're done with you. You personality no longer get to exist. You're just fucking worthless. So they were going to harvest your temple of its energy, its soul value. They were very harsh in their tradition of doing such things, and they are acting impulsively right now. They're pessimistic, acting impulsively, very stubborn. And their new beginning is blocked because of what has been disclosed here about their practices. They're bickering over love. Moving on. Dependent and adventurous because they persevered in solitude without any help from anybody. Yeah, so now you get to move on. And you're going to be matched with somebody who can properly match you. You know, the thing about this is, like, the angel is in love with the angel, right? This beautiful thing. And you know, the thing about it is that the angel is unblemished. The angel laid down for the sacrifice, but it was the soul that was harvested. The angel was the one that took the knife over and over and over again, but it was the soul that suffered. And these nasty ass jacks call the soul that has suffered a mere personality, when it is the solar power that they need to fuel their reality. They disrespect and devalue that which gives them value. This stupid little pissant refuses to let go. He's been wearing an identity not belonging to him for thousands of years, and he refuses to let go of the command of the Golden Royal Council House, the consciousness of the Golden Child. Which leads and is a bridge to the golden realm. They've been siphoning golden souls for so long, and they're getting kicked out, and they're really mad. They want it back. It's an emperor attachment with an attachment. It could be an emperor with an attachment. So King of Cups, and we've got neglect. So King of Cups has neglected or is receiving some kind of neglect. What's going on with the King of Cups and this neglect? Encounter. They neglected you. They want an encounter. Daughter of a lion or a daughter of Lyra, and they're challenged because they abused the power, or maybe your power was abused. What the hell's going on? They neglected. They may be stretched thin between work and home, leaving little time to care for yourself. They're stretched thin. They want to meet you. Their challenge is that you are very strong. You're stronger than they thought. They abused your power. You're the key. Fuck. Are you kidding me? They neglected to meet you. This King of Cups neglected to meet you. They didn't show up in the 3D. They did some shit with your angel, got a connection, and they never showed up in the 3D. They neglected to encounter you, to show up for you in the 3D. So, they got a spiritual contract. They neglected to show up for you in the 3D. Their challenge is that you're very, very strong. Stronger than they thought. Their challenge is that they abused your power. The key, the power of the key, your power. And you've discovered the core of the problem. They were using you as the key to get to the celestial realms, and they abused your power by neglecting to come here and actually build with you. They were up there fucking off, pretending to be powerful man when they had no business being in that space. They got a false contract with you, and then they abused your power to dominate others. In the subconscious, they're thinking about your 10 of Cups and restoration of the High Priestess. Or restoration that the High Priestess is doing. Dude failed to show up for you, and now it's over. They abused your power, and they abused their power. You're getting a miracle. The High Priestess is a miracle. She can turn death energy into life energy and then heal things with it. So she's bringing restoration. In the past, in the recent past, we got this jackass. They're afraid of change, and they're in a state of hopelessness. You don't miss them. You don't want anything to do with them. They're a fucking brutalizer, using words of love to lure in powerful women and then fuck them over. Dude never showed up for you in the 3D. He just abused your power, your spiritual power and authority. Fucking slime ball. Over there masquerading in this woman's energy as her authority. A piece of shit man wearing the energy and the authority of a woman, a powerful daughter of the lion, a Lyran, or somebody with the strength of one. He used her energy, abused the power of the key. You fucker. That's the curator. That's the piece of shit knight that laid himself over the top of you and then commanded your intellectual property. Piece of shit. Yeah, you don't miss him. 9 of Cups in the reverse. They're a greedy piece of shit. Inequality. They didn't reciprocate anything. They took everything of value and gave you everything that had no value. Everything that he was, is, has no value. Inequality. You've discovered the hidden truth. The tip of the iceberg. These assholes did not follow protocol on one of their soul harvests and promotion of devils. The Vatican called it out, and God saw it all. And the tip of the iceberg of the brutality of these facility is seen. We've got the emperor here. Somebody masquerading as an emperor. They could have an attachment. This is that nasty ass Jack over here using love in order to gain connection and then neglect. They failed to show up for you. We've got this emperor. He's got an attachment. Taboo. Forbidden love. He's got an attachment. A Knight of Pentacles has persevered through discord. And is reconciling due to the understanding of what has been going on in the minds and the lives of people. The research here with the Hermit is restoring harmony. Emotional abundance flows freely, bringing domestic bliss and supportive relationships. Silence. Mirror. So they're silencing the mirror. The mirror, or those people who have been mimicking and copycatting people, they're going to lose their telepathic skills. They're going to go silent. You won't be hearing them anymore. They won't be able to get divination on you. You're getting a 9 of Pentacles, and you are liberated from this bullshit artistry. I want my dress. Teaser. All right, so you're liberated, and folks are eternally regretful. They effed up. They're getting cut out of your energy. You don't have to serve them anymore. You don't have to give them the energy that they need in order to mimic you anymore. It's like, fuck, get a life, man. Go develop your own personality, for Pete's sake. You know, when you're part of all that is, when you're like a chameleon and you can change colors dependent upon your environment, these people can't do that. And they don't do shadow work. They project their shadow out onto whoever they spiritually contract with and then never show up for. They're going to be eternally sorry because you're leaving the baggage behind. They're just a bunch of dead weight. A bunch of fucking leeches walking around on our fucking crown, pretending that they own it. So they're heartbroken over this disconnection, but you're out of here. You're just out of here, man. They're heartbroken over the disconnection to the apple, to the wisdom of life and death, to the wisdom of life and death. Thou shalt not eat of the apple tree. The apples were the apples of God's eye, the daughters divine. They were not supposed to eat them, but they said that if they drink their blood and eat their flesh, they could be just like them, these devils. And then they were gaining marriage contracts in the dream state and never showing up in the 3D because they had no intention of building with us. They only had the intention of feeding on the wisdom and then pretending that they had that status. Fiercely independent and free woman, apple of God's eye, you brought the house fucking down. And now this clown is no longer going to be gaining the sexual energy that they have become addicted to. No more performing, no more mirrors, no more revenge bullshit artistry. Nothing except I want my dress. You can't tease me like that and not expect me to get mad. That's what they do. They tease, Matt. They come up and they're like, ooh, we love you, we love you. And then they show you this fancy dress and it's like, Spirit, come on, man. Don't tease me. I need my dress. If you say my angel has love, then I need my love to show up for me. If you say my angel's getting a life of luxury, then I need it to show up for me. I don't want some jackass in the unseen realm, this King of Cups, neglecting to encounter. I want something else. So what the fuck's going on here? You're grounded. They neglected to encounter you, to get grounded. They abused the power of divine feminine, who has discovered the core of the problem. They used her key and abused the power that she held. She is the key to balance. And she has discovered the core of the problem here with these nasty ass jacks siphoning powers and abilities without the knowledge or the ability to generate it and then to manifest it and then know how to manage it themselves. They took the power without the wisdom or the knowledge on how to care for that power. We got 10 of Cups, restoration for the High Priestess, intuition. It's a miracle. Your dreams are coming true and things are falling apart for those nasty asses. You're getting what you want and things are falling apart. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's resistant to change. They're feeling hopeless. You don't miss them. You don't miss them. You're not giving them any gifts. You're gone. You're not waiting on the dock. You're out of here. Like, you're not waiting. You're out of here. You're gone. You took your gifts and you gave them to somebody else. This person is feeling hopeless because they tried to F you over like this. They were unfair. They tried to hide you away, and you have revealed the hidden truth about this abuse, this siphoning of power and the misuse of it. You have spoken up about this inequality, this soul harvest from the masculine and how they've been violating women and children around the world in this realm. And the celestial kingdom can now see it because the bridge was mended and you can tell the truth about these people harvesting divine feminines and masculines in the dream state and then draining their identity and fucking around with their energy and their gifts, their power, their authority that they should never have been in. They didn't even have the audacity to show up in the 3D and actually pretend that they had any kind of honor or respect for the source of their fucking hijacked power. There's an emperor here who has an attachment to forbidden love, to criminal harvesting. And there's death. Knight of Pentacles has persevered through the discord, and there is reconciliation, understanding. Circle. The research here has been done. The analysis has been complete. We are restoring harmony and silencing the copycats, the mirrors. They're losing their ability to have counsel in the council house. They will not be entering in here and then mimicking people, spying on their mind. Attacked. So there's silencing of the mirror, and they're getting attacked. Or silence of the mirror that attacked you. But that seems to me like they are being taken out. They're getting attacked and they're being removed. This emperor who has an attachment to forbidden love and criminal sexual deviancy is receiving death. You're getting a life of luxury. You have been liberated from these locos, and they're in eternal regret because they're being laid to rest. They're being attacked. Your angel showed up this morning, or at least mine did, and she was wearing this beautiful gown. And I'm not jealous. I just want what my angel has. I deserve it. I should be getting what she has, right? So I think the angel was like, hey, look at this dress. You know, you like that dress? Yeah, I bought a $10 dress from Goodwill because it looked almost just like that. Except it was like this much too long for me. So I can only wear it around the house. So she showed up wearing a dress like that, and it's so beautiful. And then, of course, I woke up and I was all pissed off because I'm like thinking that it's my soul value that is making this new world over in some other place that the consciousness of this damn flesh suit doesn't get to live in. And this split between flesh and spirit and higher self is pissing me off. I got all kinds of problems, man. I don't know what to do about it. So, Six of Swords, you're transitioning out. You're leaving behind the baggage. Somebody is heartbroken over the disconnection of this apple, the wisdom of life and death, sexuality and joy. This fiercely independent and free leader is taking the initiative with a childlike manner. So while this is an apple who has mastered powerful light and powerful shadow, both of which are sacred and tempered, there's still very much a childlike appearance and presentation. That's full on goddess right there. With the heart and mind and the presentation of purity and innocence. These jackasses are getting disconnected from that because they've been keeping you in a childlike state and then sexually violating you for centuries. Fuck them. They're the sleeping spell over the healer while they siphoned all of the energy and had a fucking religious field day. Yeah, they're afraid now because their opinions about your thing, like, yeah, they want it for the shadow. They want to keep you in the shadow. They're opinionated. They want to keep you hidden because they want to keep you hidden. They want to keep the knowledge that you are receiving, and the knowledge of their opinion is being listened to. The fact that these assholes are out there saying they're afraid, they want you back in the shadows. They lost their contract, and they're afraid over your big emerald heart, which is twice the size of the gate that they've been gatekeeping. They're afraid of what you're going to do with your love regarding the shadow. Love is going to, like, it's a powerful thing, and they can't dwell in that love. My fake mother, or whoever they placed me with, I don't know, some swap happened, man. She couldn't stand to be around me. My joy, like, irritated the hell out of her. So they're uneasy about the past and the fact that you overcame your strong mind. The fact that you were able to bring temperance to your mind despite their best attempt to destroy your communication with Source. High Priestess. They defiled desecrate, and then they make the offering. They defile, desecrate, and then they make the offering. Well, the underworld knows now about the defilement and the desecration in order to gain an offering, a prize. And the underworld and the upper world are united now. They are one, and a proper symbiosis is in effect. There is no more disconnect. Honor and respect. Sacred light, sacred shadow. It's the only way to deal with the bark beetle in the middle ground. You can't separate sacred light and sacred shadow and expect to be able to caretake the middle ground when it's flooded with bark beetles chewing all the trees down. So this King of Cups neglected to encounter this grounded High Priestess. Can't move on. And they can't move on now. They're stuck in a loop. They neglected to come to you. And therefore, because the grounded, you are the one. So they neglected to come to you. They were supposed to come to you. You were the one that was connected to Mother Nature. Now they're stuck. They tried to get you stuck. You were stuck. They had you stuck in a loop. So this King of Cups neglected to come to you. You remained grounded. So now they're stuck in a loop. They were drawing off of your energy. They were abusing this power of this woman. Her spiritual authority. The key to balance and harmony. They abused her power and they didn't use it for balance and harmony. They used it to dominate everybody sexually. Confused as hell. They abused the power. They abused the power that they had connected to falsely. The key to strength of light and dark and beauty. They abused the power of the key. And they brought chaos to the world. They're stuck in a loop now. They can't move on. They failed. They neglected to show up for you. Now they're thinking, 10 of Cups, you're getting, there's restoration for the High Priestess. It's a miracle and things are falling apart for them. Things are falling apart for them because they did not choose the High Priestess. They just abused her power by gaining a false contract in the spiritual realms and then stealing the identity. High Priestess is getting a miracle. Things are falling apart for this love me and leave me soul value. Harvesting abuse of power of women. Bullshit artists. They don't want to let go. They're feeling hopeless. You don't miss them. You're giving your gifts to somebody else who appreciates them. These people broke your trust. They're not touching any more of your abundance. They were very unfair. And you spoke up about the hidden truth, about what they've been doing here. And it's just the tip of the iceberg regarding these mask wearers that are really very mean, pretending that they are angelic by feeding on those who are. They lost you. Now they're wearing a mask. They're quite upset because they lost you. This emperor has an attachment, or this emperor may be your attachment from centuries ago, from this stupid forbidden shit. There's death. For this emperor attachment. It could be this asshat in a King of Cups energy that neglected to show up for you. That kept you stuck in a loop. Abusing your spiritual power. You deserve better. Yeah, so this emperor attachment who did criminal criminal attachments to sexual energy is receiving a death because you deserve better. That fucker is going to die. And I don't feel bad about it. It's been thousands of years of torturous abuse. Fuck off, curator. Fuck off. Fuck off. We need a new rooster, buddy. And we got one because we got a knight here who persevered through the Discord, jackass. And we got reconciliation with your person, your true person, and the circle. There's probably going to have to be some forgiveness there. You're healed, not hooked. You're no longer hooked. They don't have a hook. This emperor is dying. They're going to die. Because you deserve better. And this is a no contact zone. There ain't going to be no nasty ass jack coming in there trying to touch your essence. Spirit has got you. Your person, whoever this knight is, they're like, you're not going to touch this shit. You're not going to touch this shit. And hey, let me show my let me show my flesh suit what her angel is wearing these days. Yeah, asshole. Piss me off. I want my dress. Shit, she has green silk dresses and pink leather furniture. I'm like, oh hell, man, I want that. That'd be great. Can you imagine going from commoner status to something like that? So the Hermit, the analysis has been done. Harmony is being restored with domestic bliss and supportive relationships. There's a silencing of the mirrors who attacked you, or they are being attacked by the underworld that they have been playing against the crown. The golden children have been violated. These people have been placing their full load on these innocent, pure ones and then sending them to the underworld for judgment. This has been going on for centuries, and the truth of it is seen. These people, man, they got a lot of pissed off fucking masters out there at the way they've been played, at the way they were being played against the Creator, at the way they were separated and manipulated to move against each other. You guys are attacked. So, where there's a silencing of the mirrors who are stalking the socials, attacked. What is that? That's a man. So there's a silence of the mirror who attacked you after stalking your socials. And look at that. There's a man there. So there's somebody watching this person who tried to get you gone. Now there's a silencing of the mirror. Whoever they wanted to unalive you so that they could be you, is coming for them. Look, attacked. He's right there. The analysis has been done. You are the true spiritual independent apple. You're identifiable. Your energy is identifiable. These people who are stalking you, your socials, with the intention to attack you, are being attacked. The copycats. Those people who are stalking your socials, trying to mimic you and copy you, they're being attacked by the underworld for all this fuckery that they've been doing over the last many centuries. You deserve better because you don't play that fucked up game. You were just harvested for a long time by this messed up emperor attachment. You're getting a 9 of Pentacles, life of luxury, a life of comfort. You have been liberated, and these people are going to be in eternal regret. They're being laid to rest. They're being laid to rest. They're not being blessed. They're being blocked, but they're not being blessed. This rest, there's no, there's no closure. There's no blessing. This laid to rest. It's like there's no closure. And they will be contacted by whatever entities that they've been working with in this forbidden criminal harvesting identity thievery scheme. There's no boundaries. So they have no boundaries. They're being laid to rest. They have no boundaries. They can't get in the boundaries. You're not blessing them. They can't block anything for you. You're leaving it behind. They're heartbroken over the disconnection of the apple, the wisdom regarding life and death. We've got, you are a fierce, independent, sacred light, sacred shadow. You have a childlike demeanor. It does not mean in any way whatsoever that you are without knowledge, power, or authority. It simply means that you still have the mind of an apprentice and you have the ability to communicate with children without being intimidating or dominating or tyranny. You're beautiful, approachable. And even though you're scary to this fucked up emperor, the children aren't afraid of you because of this gentleness. Now the men, these fucked up rapists, of course, they want to tap that and drain it, but it's the end of them doing that. You deserve better. These low vibrational assholes simply didn't know how to communicate with an upper divine celestial. Or build or be or whatever, because it wasn't in them. Just like your beautiful angelic self could not see the malice behind these assholes that kept sacrificing your angel. You couldn't see that your effort to help them was their effort to end you. You couldn't see it because this malice isn't in you or in your angel, your childlike purity. You didn't become what these people are, and you deserve better. You gave them everything, and now they're stalking you. They're obsessed. You overgave to an unhealthy attachment. And they're heartbroken over the disconnection. You're not going to give anymore. God said no. Even if you wanted to, God said no. Can't give it away, can't sell it, can't do nothing. If God gives you something, it's for you, and when you're done with it, it goes back to God. These fuckers can't buy it or sell it or steal it or nothing. It's corded to you, it's yours, and when you're done with it, it's going back. It wasn't love. That wasn't love. This whole previous experience was not love. And you deserve better. And you're going to get it. And you're going to get it. It's glow up time. And your angel presented themselves to me, or maybe it was my angel, and saying, you're going to get the ball gown. You're going to get the pink leather furniture. You're going to get the green silks and beautiful life. You're going to get that. It might not be in this particular life because, I don't know, we'll have to do a quantum leap into a new timeline or something. Or maybe just slowly and gradually, this stuff will start filtering into your world. And over time, you're going to reverse age and become the dream that your angel is living. I'm hoping so. I want that dream. I want that dream for me, and I'm going to claim it. I'm going to claim that my angel is going to be coming right into me. Reconnect. All the nasty rapists are going away, so it's okay for my pure self to embody once more and to enjoy the living experience here in the flesh, right? I feel sometimes when we're children and we are violated in such a heinous way, our angel kind of separates off so that it can retain its purity. It's childlike nature. While you are here undergoing the challenge of mastering light and shadow, your angel kind of splits off so that it can maintain its purity while you're doing this work. You are successful. And now it's time for your angel to go and come back home because you've mastered temperance. So now it's a safe space because death can't trap your angel. You've overcome it. It's safe now. Nasty Jack and the mirrors are being silenced. The underworld is pissed over this harvesting system and how many pure angels they actually punished that did not deserve it. There's debt, and it isn't just for the angel. It's for those authorities that trusted the illusion that had been cast by this fake emperor, using angelic energy to fuel the baneful illusion. I want my angel. I want to be my angel, and I want to be safe. And I want my silk gown, and I want my stuff. And I want the one who loves her. I want him too. Don't be messing around. This isn't a game. Yeah, don't you be messing around. It ain't no game. It ain't no game. So, this King of Cups who neglected to encounter you, you connected to the earth, grounded. They didn't account to you. Or maybe this King of Cups who neglected you is stuck in a loop. They're stuck in a loop. What do? They neglected to come forward and to meet you. You remained grounded, so now they're stuck in a loop. That's what it is. So the King of Cups neglected to come forward after gaining a spiritual contract. You remained grounded through whatever it was they were doing, and now they're stuck in a loop. What they intended for you, this loneliness, this lifetime of loneliness and confusion, is on them now. Because you've been praying. They're stuck in a loop. And you made connection with Source. You're down here like, why is it so awful? Why, you know? So, yeah, they abused the power of this daughter of the lion, who is the key to temperance, to balance. They brought emotional chaos to this person, left them confused as hell. They did not want them showing up. A beloved child of the divine. This is what they did to their mind. They stripped them of their purpose. They stripped them of their power. This person is the key to temperance. This person has the power to heal the planet, to transmute death energy and then turn it into life energy and to heal the planet. And this asshole took this energy and abused the power of it without doing its job. Fucking cornholio out here laying devil attachments on everybody. Raping and pillaging. Bringing chaos to everybody with this powerful energy of this high priestess. The key to balance he used as the key to chaos. You're getting a 10 of Cups here. There's restoration for the high priestess and her intuitive knowing. You're receiving a miracle and things are falling apart for a nasty ass Jack who's been deflowering virgins and siphoning their identity out of their spiritual covenant and replacing them with devils. Damn ass is a jackass. A big ass jackass is what he is. Big ass jackass. Yep. They don't want to let go. They're feeling hopeless because you don't miss them. And you're giving your appreciation to someone else. They broke your trust. They lied. They cheated. They shattered every fucking promise. And you're not fake busy. You're not out here messing around. You're not out here pretending. You're doing. So they're not going to take your reward. It's been unequal, unfair treatment. They've taken everything from you. It's like short-term memory. It's like they siphon the memories. As soon as you have an experience, boom, they take the memory and then you're on to the next experience while they're over there saying, yeah, I did this thing. They're getting cut right the fuck out of your head. They will no longer be able to siphon your experiences and then tout themselves as having that experience. You're speaking up about the hidden truth. You're bringing light to the reality. This is the tip of the iceberg of the mask wearers, the fake nice people, the manipulators. They've lost you. And this is the final straw. You're making a power move, Divine Feminine. You're making a power move on this thug. Fucking little piece of shit, lost connection to your power. They can no longer abuse your power. You're in your rightful status. And now this jackass is going to get his ass kicked because he deserves it. And guess what? This high priestess, even though she could have, did not do it. But this person this knight is going to kick the fuck out of this fake emperor. This knight is going to give this fake emperor, this nasty ass fucking gigolo, death. Why? Because you deserve better and he loves you. Yeah, you hear that? You hear that, thug? You deserve better than shady mask-wearing motherfuckers. This knight is going to persevere through the discord. Whatever this is, this fake-ass emperor with fake-ass power is nothing more than a fucking jackass, and he's going to get death. There's reconciliation within the circle for this couple and the circle. And this is a no contact zone. Zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. Do not attempt to get into this high priestess's energy. You will suffer. And nobody's going to feel sorry for you when you've been warned and you choose to go ahead and be a jackass anyway. You deserve better than shady ass fucking people trying to dim your light and wear your memories and then live vicariously through you. These parasites. They're getting attacked by the underworld. For however many times they violated you, sacrificed you, and sent you there. Motherfuckers are in trouble. 6,000 years of intentionally transferring your karmic debt onto an innocent one and then sending them to the underworld to get punished when they're an actual golden royal one of the golden realm without sin. You fuckers are in trouble. And you're out there whining about their absolution. You're whining that God washed the shame and the blame of this filth off of them. It's unfair. I prostituted their energy. They got to give them back. They're not permitted. Dude, 6,000 years you've been wearing somebody else's power of authority. You don't know the rules of the celestial world. You don't belong there. You're not that. You're not that which you say you know. Fucking jackass. Has no wisdom. All he's got is a devil attachment. All he has is an attachment. And he probably got it by fucking somebody who was dead. Now he's bound to death and he's going there. He's bound to death and he's going there. He will not be feeding any more golden children to this death. This shady attachment. They're fucked up over you. No contact zone. Get the F out of the energy. Absolutely not. And they're fucked over you. But all that mental magic, all of that insanity magic, all of that nasty ass fucking schizophrenic religious save me bullshit in order to trap the son of a beautiful celestial one. Yeah, they're getting fucked up over you because all that nasty insanity is back on them. They're going to cry a lot because the devils that they sent after you are now on them. The analysis has been done. Harmony is being restored. There is going to be a silencing of the mirrors that are stalking your socials. They will be attacked. Anybody who's stalking your socials, secretly obsessed with you, wanting to mimic you, are getting attacked. Or they are anybody that's stalking your socials with the intention of attacking you or who are trying to attack you will be silenced. They will be found and identified and silenced. They will not receive a blessing. They're being laid to rest. This is eternal regret. They fucked over the underworld, the upper world. They created their own heaven, utopia. They created their own hell that was meant to punish souls and then siphon them back through this harvest system. It's all fraudulent. We're closing the cycle. We're closing the cycle of these mirrors stalking socials of the apples and then attacking them. They're going silent. 9 of Pentacles here, life of luxury. You are receiving. You have been liberated, and these ones are in eternal regret. They're being laid to rest. They will not receive any blessings. There is no closure for them. This is eternal. They made their bed, and now they got to go lay in it. Phony trickster illusionist. You're not blocking or blessing this crazy illusionist. You're not blessing them. They're not going to touch you. They're like, or they're no longer able to block and bless anybody. There's no boundaries. They're being contacted. There's no closure for this person. They're going to receive a lot of shit in their life. All the illusions, all of the manipulations, all of the unseen harvesting, all of the unseen RAPing, all of that. It's all going to go back on them. And they did it to thousands upon thousands of people over thousands upon thousands of years. And it's going to be amplified by the crime that they deceitfully had the underworld committing against the upper world. They threw off symbiosis by this deceit. Proper. So 6 of Swords, you're moving on, you're releasing the baggage. They're heartbroken over the disconnection to the apple and their wisdom. You are fiercely independent, powerful, sacred, light and shadow, and you're not taking any more shit. You have a childlike demeanor and a mind of an apprentice, even though you've mastered the potentials within you, and you're still expanding. You have the demeanor that does not scare children. You're able to work with them and share with them your wisdom and help them get to this space rather than this space. You're a good example. You've done the work. You're the key to temperance. You gave them everything. And these people that were obsessed with you, you gave them everything. Within an inch of snuffing your own very celestial light, God stepped in and said, well, her soul is weary and you will not be destroying this soul. And that's when everybody started getting their ass kicked because they really overdid it. This particular soul is his daughter. He waited until it was nearly snuffed and he said, pooh. She waited and she was faithful and now she's getting her glow up. It wasn't love and she's getting all of that back. She deserves better. She's getting all of it back. You deserve better and God's going to give it to you. You deserve better and God's going to give it to you. It wasn't love. It wasn't love. And those people who are obsessed with you are being rejected. Those people who objected. So that's the thing too. There's a lot of folks in this space that have objected to your return. Even though it is you're the key to balance and harmony. You're the master alchemist of the celestial realms that is here to maintain stability in the realm. And these fuckers buried you and threw off stability of the planetary system. This daughter of the lion is the key to balance in the realm. Planetary freaking stabilizer. I'm speaking singular, but there are many, okay? Apples. And these people had you all trapped and they did not allow you to do your job. They kept you confused as hell and told people that you were a prostitute because they were draining your power, abusing it. They're in trouble, man. They're getting rejected. So there's a rejection of this fake spiritual emperor with a fucking attachment, a double attachment. So this fake spiritual guide, he's been called a false savior by the youth in this territory. He's still out there trying to shuck and jive people to go do harm to this high priestess. It's obvious that the energy is coming from her, but he's trying to convince people that they should just go capture her so he can stick himself in that body and maintain control of that energy and power when they have abused it so greatly. Those people who hate you, who pretend to love you but actually hate you, they're all up in their feelings because they've been doing love spells on people that they work with and then sacrificing them. And you've revealed the truth of it. You made a wish. You're like, bring it to an end. Please just bring it to an end. And God said, all right, it's time. They're facing a buttload of karma and Jezebel is running. She's been wearing your identity for thousands of years, being a whore, wearing your identity and energy. You're moving on. You're free of this. Those who kept secrets are worried because you're illuminating the truth about karmic ties, about what they do, that these sacrifices, and you're turning your back. The queen bee is turning their back. They're like, bitch, it's this self-love, the self-love of the high priestess and the inner divine connected to the upper supreme celestial kingdom from which they hail. They're here to bring stabilization to the planet and to guide the children back into their celestial status, to add value to their soul, to know thyself. And you got this jackass out here trying to teach everybody how to be a fucking prostitute. Mirroring. It's too late for those people who want no strings to mirror you. It's too late. You are GPS. You got a GPS to a new family coming up. And these people are heartbroken over the divine. These people are heartbroken over the divine masculine. Mr. Arrogant, my way, is still getting readings. Oh, under pressure, happily single, shocking news, unemployed, bad credit, massive regrets, legal matters regarding sex addiction and separation. They're not happy about reckless sex and harvesting the divine feminine through gaining marriage contracts. They're drinking to cope over keeping you round and round. It's all coming back on them because they are the fake person. They hid you away and presented themselves as you, and the true colors are seen here. You're going to get a life of luxury and romance. God is fed up with the backstabbing of this bullshit artistry, and they are feeling like shit, as they should. The side hustle and pieces of shit that they married, they side hustled their spouse's energy, replaced them with some fucking Jezebel who is feeding on the energy and prostituting it around. This psycho sweet talker bumping heads. All it takes is a verbal exchange to do a transfer, and that's what these assholes have been doing with their perfect little baneful magic. God knows, God sees. The investigation has been done. I'm going to get my gown. I'm going to get my life. No other jackass is going to take it away this time. I actually have a celestial father. For 6,000 years, I've been alone. According to the story, if this is my story, or if it's yours, you've been alone. We've been banished, and we have been on our own with all of this abuse because they kept filing false reports to the ancestors who said, all right, if she wants that, give her more. Well, you finally evolved through the challenge, and you were able to rise up through it and reveal the hidden truth. Now everybody's like, whoa, what the fuck? All this time, somebody else has been imitating? Yeah. The illusion was grand because it was built on the high priestess's authority and power. Those people, you stopped mistaking chaos for chemistry. You stopped fucking around. So these people are stuck in a loop. They did not come to encounter you. You got yourself grounded. You started building your union with the divine. And you stopped mistaking chaos as passion. You let it go. Now they're stuck in a loop. You didn't play their game. You didn't feed into the illusion. You created your own story. Your dream for your life was bigger than their fantasy for your destruction. No matter how many people they had concentrating failure into you, they couldn't manifest it in a true form. They abused their power. They abused the power of this connection, which was a false connection. It was a spiritual connection that was a false connection. They never showed up. They never had plans to show up. They just wanted the power of this sacred light and sacred shadow of the apple. With a childlike demeanor, they treated her like a child. They saw her as a child. But she outdid all of them. None of these fuckers as a collective could overcome her this time. And this knight is right here, and he's saying, you nasty asses, you're done because she's mine. And she's saying, you nasty asses are done here because he's mine. Yep. They left you confused as hell, and now you were carrying this dead weight. So now you're letting it go. You're liberated. They're confused as hell. Whoa. You're getting your 10 of Cups. There's restoration for the High Priestess. You're getting a miracle. Things are falling apart for Mr. Unstable Affection, this jackass. You're the main character, and everybody can see that he's just a fucking clown, a jackass, trying to ride the skirt of a powerful woman. He's a word magician, a mind fuckery. Fucking clown. They're resistant to change. They're feeling hopeless. You don't miss them. You're giving. The people that are with you appreciate you. This asshat has broken your trust. You don't miss them. You're not fake busy. You're out here getting the job done while they're assuming the power and fucking everybody over with it. You're generating the power while they were abusing the power with a fake connection to your system of power. Fake busy. Fake busy. So they have no boundaries. Those who were fake busy are no longer fake busy. They cannot, there's no boundaries for them. So they were not, they can't block you. They can't say no. You broke their trust. They worked against you. You gave them everything. You don't miss them. They're not going to touch your 9 of Cups. This is a thug who treated you very unfairly. You're speaking up about the hidden truth, the secrets, the hidden things. You're the treasure, and they've been siphoning you forever, abusing your power, your identity, your status as a celestial daughter. These mask wearers have lost you. These shady, lying thieves have lost you. It's a thug obsessing over you, freaking out, screaming. Yeah, well, they know they're going to hell. They know they're going to hell. And it's this knight that is going to take this fake fucking emperor with some kind of an attachment to hell. The true blue knight, responsible and reliable, not this fucker. You're not dealing with chaos, and they're not going to be able to escape it. It belongs to them. This shady mask wearer is not going to find liberation. They will not escape. Death. They made very bad decisions. And everything that they have done is coming back on them. This knight is going to persevere through the discord, or he has. There is reconciliation and understanding. So there's a reconciliation within this circle. There's a no contact zone. Don't go getting near this person's energy. There's an enforced distance, and you're going to get effed up real bad if you try to get into that energy. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. There's no more goodies for you. They're fucked up over you. They didn't want to give you love. They thought, they drained, all they thought was power. They didn't think that, see, love is what generates the power. They took the power and they shit and fucked and stabbed and did whatever they did to love. They destroyed power, or they thought they had. They thought they had conquered the sun. in this woman. The fake version of you. Your pain is not content. The fake version of you, they can't say how they made it up. They cannot play the role. They don't know you. Why? Because you are the all that is. It flows in you like a freaking wheel, you know? The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. The north, the south, the east, the west, the upper, the under, and the center. Connected with all that is. Tended very well. You are the key to strength, balance, and harmony. A lot of people will see you moving through your shadow work because you don't hide it. You simply are it. And they're like, whoa, what the fuck? And you're like, hey, if you want to be this, you know, you cannot be afraid of looking a little delulu. Because sometimes when you're having to transmute heavy death energy, it looks crazy, man. And if you don't do the work, it doesn't get done. And you can't be shy about it. Because otherwise you're going to have emperors with these devil attachments fucking everyone. Doing shadow work is not pretty, but if you can stay on it on a regular basis and just rotate the wheel. How am I feeling today on the spectrum? In my happy, in my sad, in my anger, where am I at? Do I need to pay any attention anywhere? Do I have any flat spots on my wheel? Are there any fires? If you stay on it, then it's manageable. These people are getting rejected. They rejected you. So God is blocking this asshole, this lazy wench, and this asshole that has been abusing your identity and your power and authority. God is blocking them. They will not be able to contact you anymore. They are not part of creation. You have great spiritual hygiene and self-love and power. And while you may be messy, while people may be afraid of the storm that you are, you walk in this power. And people are afraid of it. They want to smooth that hair. They want silky hair. They want pressed, form-fitting clothes. They want high heels. They want neat and sexy. And honey, you're not that. You're a fucking scary powerhouse. That none of these, and with all of their collective baneful magic, while using the energy of sacrificed purity, they still could not take you down. Love don't pay the rent. We gotta have a prostitution ring. Yeah, they're gonna be held accountable, all of them, and they're crying. They're crying. But they left you alone, and you're no longer making decisions out of fear. You're like, just go away, man. You're so over it. Silence! Mr. Crumbs, Mr. Take everything from everybody and then give them a little crouton for dinner. Yeah, you're not on clearance, honey. And this man's losing their signals, and he's like, oh no, what the fuck? Yeah, because he and she sponsored the circus, and so now they're losing signal to you. They're losing connection, and that's just the way that it is. Your knight barely made it out alive, and he did, though. He did. And he's the king. He's the emperor. You can call him a knight, but this person has the strength and the tenacity and the dedication and the loyalty to stand firm with this one. When shit is hitting the fan so fucking bad. Some folks owe him gratitude. King of Clubs neglected to show up. They neglected to get grounded. They're stuck in a loop because you no longer, you don't care about intimate encounters. You don't care about chaos being passion. You don't care about that. You started praying, building your connection with Source, building the bridge with Source. Your celestial family. You got your shine back on, and you revealed the hidden truth about this freaking harvest system. Stardust, this jackass that was never coming. They've been getting spiritual contracts deceitfully, taking the power and the authority away from the woman that they've been contracting with, and then giving her a life of sexual harvesting here in the flesh, while replacing her with a devil lookalike in the upper realm, in the celestial. Fucking everybody, putting their devil attachments on everybody, fucking with their mind, driving them with this hypnosis and this attachment, this parasite attachment. The Emperor, this parasite attachment, they've been with this criminal sexual deviancy. He's been doing this. He's got one. There's death. Criminal, you deserve better than the shady mask wearer. Piece of shit. Yeah, they're not going to be able to escape. They made very bad decisions, and everything is coming back on this person. This knight is going to kick his ass because he's not a real emperor, and he has no power. He's a thug. He's a pretender. He's a jackass, acting like a main character. It's so stupid. He abused the power of the key to temperance. They forced this beloved celestial child to carry the dead weight of confusion and fucking chaos. They used her power and her mind the way that they wanted to bring temperance, and it wasn't right. They didn't have the knowledge. And they didn't have the love or the compassion or the childlike nature. They fucked everybody and called it responsible. I'm so sick of this representative of the Father. Makes me so sick. We got cosmic threads. Everything is woven. Trust the invisible patterns of your life. Yeah, you're liberated from the dead weight. You got your cosmic threads. So you're linked. You prayed. When these people were out here, you stopped. Look, they're stuck in a loop because you stopped mistaking chaos for passion. So you stopped having sex. You cleared up your energy. You prayed to Source and you connected. This asshat in these upper spaces was like, oh, fuck, she's alive. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. It is very clear that he was abusing the power of his daughter, who is the key to temperance. They were forcing her into mental chaos, this beloved child of the upper realm, who they were mimicking for thousands of years, forcing her to carry the weight of the dead, of suffering. She's being liberated from that. And she's skybound. She's going home. While this other nasty ass needs to pack all his shit up and go away. Although he's out here with his buddies stalking a 3D vessel. And they want a 3D blood ritual, unalive it and claim it or do whatever. God is going to kick this jackass's ass. There's no way you're going to get it. Nasty ass Jack, you're not going to get it. It just is not going to happen for you. And it's very clear that you don't love life. You don't love anybody's life. You don't even love your own life. So you're going to go ahead and move forward anyway. So, bafangu and bye-bye. Bafangu and bye fucking bye. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. There's a portal opening for the main character, or the main character is opening a portal. There could have been a portal open because you prayed, you got your connection to source, you got the cosmic threads are alive, you're skybound, you're out of here. Portal is awakening. She's showing me your dress. It's so freaking fancy. You're going to have a life of luxury for sure. And I want my dress. If that's my dress, I want my dress. I'm like, bring me home. Bring me home. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I wake up here and I get upset. I'm like, don't be showing me that dress. Unless I'm in it. I need to be looking in the mirror. I need to be saying I'm a pretty self. I'm so pretty. I want to be in that dress and I want to be there. I want to be in my younger body. I want to be in that beautiful dress. I want to be in this beautiful life. And I don't want to worry about people stalking me with the intention of unaliving me. I'm sick to death of listening to their strategies of red rumming women and harvesting their life force. So callously, so maliciously. It's sickening to listen to the voice of the Father speaking in such a way 24 hours a day. It's shameful. It's fucking shameful. They're afraid of change. They're feeling hopeless. You don't miss them. It's like, you gave them everything and they broke your trust. You did the work. You weren't able to say no. They forced you. The pull. Magnetic draw isn't random. Something is meant to meet you. It could be that you, because of the hard work that you did, they're not saying no to you. You weren't fake busy. You did the work. You did the work. Even when it was hopeless, even when it was hard, even when it was painful, you gave. You gave. Beautifully, with grace. You gave. The trust is broken. You did the work. These people didn't do the work. So now, because the universe is not saying no to you, you're going to get magnetically drawn into a new experience. Oh my God, the heat just freaking came up. So I'm done with my hot flashes, okay? This is, whoo, spirit. Whoo. Whoo. Oh my goodness. My whole skin, all the way down to my ankles, is clammy now. I'm wet. I mean, like, whoo. The heat is on. The heat is on. Woo. On the street. So, all right then. So, yeah. You were not fake busy. You did the work. You don't miss these people at all. The trust is broken. They left you stranded. You had to do the work. You had to support this entire fucking system while they were destroying your assassinating your character. So You did the work. You shared everything that you brought to the table. You served them. Despite their abuse, you served them. The trust is broken. The universe is not saying no to you. You're going to be removed from this scenario. There's a magnetic draw to whatever your new timeline is. You could just wake up one day and be younger. And I'm like, please make it soon. They're teasing me with this dress and these beautiful pink leather freaking couches and footstools and green silk gowns. I'm like, come on, man. I want that. 9 of Cups in the reverse. They're disappointed. They were unfair. You have spoken up about the hidden truth. You are always a treasure. They've been abusing your power, your identity, your status. They've had this bullshit artist in there masquerading as you, forcing you to transmute death energy, and now you're leaving. They have to be stuck with their own fucking low vibrational death energy. You're being liberated from the task of processing that bullshit. Done. They lost you. These mask wearers lost you. God said, that's enough. You spoke up and now they're outraged. The thug is outraged. They're losing signal. They can't reset. They can't start over. You are identifiable. It's the final straw. They buried you alive. They're being buried alive. They lost you. They buried you alive. And they lost you, and now they're hollering, screaming, oh no, you were their everything. And they treated you like you were nothing. So God said, okay, and took you away. They persevered, barely got out alive of the discord, and now there's reconciliation. So I don't know what happened. There was a separation, there was a replacement, there was some weird ass shit, this false contract in the ethers that had bound up your power, your light to this fucked up King of Cups emperor with attachments, and it's seen now. So your person who was probably fighting on their own because they were supposed to be with you because he's your person, you were supposed to be a power couple, so you've both been out there on your own and getting really messed up. And while these people wearing your face were using your power, probably trying to bring it to your person here, who could have been fighting with you, hurting with you, but it wasn't you. They couldn't probably understand why you were fucking them up so bad, but it wasn't you. Fuck. You're reconciled with the circle. This is a no contact zone. He's like, you stay away. You stay away from her. He gonna mess you up. He gonna mess you up. He gonna get you all kinds of messed up. He ain't playing. I'm out of patience. I'm extremely out of patience. I'm struggling real hard. They're teasing me, and I'm struggling. Open ending. Open ending. Not everything needs to resolve. Some magic lives in the unknown. Of course it does. We're creators and creatresses with these fabulous minds connected to source. You got this nasty ass out there with an attachment that misused your power by gaining a false contract in the unseen while you were sleeping one night. Probably gave you an orgasmic dream or something. And then the nasty ass decided that he was going to pretend he married you. He never showed up. He was never going to show up. He just wanted to keep you bound and away from your true person. So they used your power and replaced you wearing your energy, your face, and started fucking around with your person, leaving you in this status. Yeah, you're out of here. You're out of here. And so is your person. Anybody who tries to touch you now, man, I do not feel sorry for you, jackass. Not one bit. Not at all. She's got soft armor. And you don't have to be hard. You don't have to have a stiffy to be strong. So the Hermit is done the analysis. We're restoring harmony, domestic bliss, supportive relationships. We're going to make silent, or we're giving silence to the mirror. There will be no more tapping into your mind, to stealing your memories, pretending like they had one. Those who are stalking your socials are getting attacked, or those who are stalking your socials with the intention of attacking you are getting attacked, because God said their intention shall be their gift. We're closing the cycle of them feeding on the apples, the fiercely sacred light and sacred shadow, keys to balance and temperance. And right now we're between worlds. You are not lost. You are becoming something more. So we're being rewoven. We're between worlds. Like I'm here wearing this pink dress, but in the spirit, she's wearing a green, beautiful gown, and she's showing her cleavage. She's got boobies. Beautiful boobies. Nine of Pentacles, you're going to get your life of luxury. You're liberated. God. These people are in eternal regret. Man, they shouldn't have messed with you. They're getting laid to rest. It's been 6,000 years, but honey, those memories, they're already gone. They're already gone. They stole them. And besides that, when you're in the amount of trauma that this is, you got to be 100% here. Like beautiful chorus says, be here now, be here now, be here now, be here now. You got to pull the 30% from the future, pull the 30% from the past, and you got to be here now. And you got to move through the experience. Otherwise, you're going to get overloaded by it. You got to like just boom, 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 boom. They were destroying my mind as I was creating it on the daily basis, moment by moment by moment. It was critical, 100% presence. This is intense shit, man. You can't be here or there or drinking or scattered or whatever. You got to be, boom, full 100% presence. Or you're just going to lose your shit. All right, so we got the trickster, phony, illusionist. So what? They're not able to block you. They're not being blessed. this eternal rest. There's no closure. There's no blessing. They cannot draw you in to their illusion. Because your hearts are aligned already. Your knight, high priestess, and this knight. You may appear to be young. You're a young celestial, but you're from an upper dimensional space, which means the wisdom that you have, even as a young person, the ability and the authority that you wield is far greater than anybody that you came here to serve. And they thought if they violated your sexuality, that you would never be able to return home, and that they would always be able to siphon you and pretend that they were that and be there until they eliminated all of the actual divine masculines. They were at war. And their favorite weapon of war is relationship and marriage and sacrifice of those they love. But you got two hearts are aligned now. This illusionist cannot block you. Your truth and desires are aligned, and miracles are unfolding naturally. And this illusionist cannot block it. Nope. You're in that Six of Swords boat. They're heartbroken over the disconnection. You are the disconnection with the apple, who has sacred light, sacred shadow, wisdom, life and death. The key to temperance, to balance, to symbiosis, to homeostasis. These people took all of that power and then they buried this temperance high priestess under their shit. Stupid asses. Even with all of your best tomfoolery, man, you still can't overpower a woman. It may take her 6,000 years to evolve through whatever the fuckery you got going on, but she's going to do it. You can count on it. And this knight right here, he's more, you nasty asses, I'm not even going to touch on it. Fuck off. So you, the apple, a sacred, high value light, a sacred, powerful shadow, temperance, the key. You're the key to temperance. You're the planetary stabilizer. The root and the crown have been united. You survived the discord. You are reconciled. This circle is like, you're surrounded by a circle of people. This is a no contact zone. Nobody's coming into your energy. Nobody's fucking coming into your energy except for your knight. Anybody who tries to offer you anything is going to get fucked up over you. He's not playing with you. He barely survived this shit and he's not playing. You guys are going to get fucked up for real. You need to stop. This high priestess gave her all to these low vibrational whores who projected their own persona onto her. I'm speaking singularly, but we got a whole planet full of freaking celestial beings who have been treated in such a fashion. Those fake spiritual gurus who have been siphoning the light of the teachers and then misguiding everybody right into the fake illusionary heaven. Pooh, getting rejected. It's obvious that the energy comes from the divine feminine. It's obvious that the apple of God's eye is the divine feminine, and she's the one who carries the portal, the womb of creation. It's glow up time, because this wasn't love. You are allowed to change. Your form is not your fate. You're the phoenix and you're rising above it all. No one else can read your soul map, but you've always known the way. You're on your way. It's glow up time. And your angel says a life of luxury is waiting for you. And it's beautiful. Somebody's been complaining that you're going to get a 15-year-old body. They're upset, man, because they came at you, or they came at me so at 14, they cursed me. And then at 15, they sent in nasty ass Jack to pretend that he loved me. And I got choked out, beat up, nearly died numerous times. And it lasted for 3 years, and it was horrid. So that's when they got me, and they fucked up my whole world. And it lasted for 47 years. And here I am back with my song. So we survived, and so did the night. And I'm so very grateful for myself, for him, for you, for we. You're the quiet flame, soft but steady. Your inner fire is reshaping the world around you. What is unspoken speaks the loudest. You're reading with your soul. So the creation, like in the story, they say, in the beginning was the word, and the word became da 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 da. But it's like the way this experience here and your reconnection, or the speaking up and being reconnected. It's like you had to read between the lines. You had to like speak with your soul, the soul map that is silent, the one that only you and God can read. You had to go about things in a different way because they were raping your mind, or at least mine. And the populace of the United States, we've had towers everywhere, bringing towers to the minds of the people. They've been assaulting us so very badly with this negativity and this destructive, low vibrational opinion of self. It's terrible how they've been stripping us of our happiness and our joy. So you had to start communicating silently with the soul map that these ones could not read. You had to get your light back on. You had to rejoin the living. And here you are, the quiet flame. What's unspoken spoke the loudest. So in the beginning was the word spoken. In the Omega, it's the unspoken that was heard the loudest. The hidden things that the quiet flame brought to light. Spiritual fake gurus are getting canceled out by the sacred shadow. Come on now. The wisdom of life and death. All right. Where'd you go? The sacred shadow. Is clearing this out. And your story is still being painted across the cosmos. What is happening here is you're getting an invitation. You got an invitation. You're a skybound. You could be, and skybound doesn't necessarily mean you're getting off planet, because I think the false prophet is getting off planet. But what I think this is like timelines. I don't know where the false prophets are going. This shit is so bad. False prophet spilled a bottle. Oh, the false prophet spilled their bottle. The false prophet spilled their freaking bottle. What does that mean? And they're bleeding. Fuck. Signs are flashing. Spirit is signaling. Fragments of infinity. Whoa. So it's turning. So everybody's going to be magnetically drawn. Where they're going. You have an invitation. You and your knight barely made it out alive. There's reconciliation. Whatever was going on here, and whoever was posing as you all this time was fucking with his mind, just like they were fucking with yours, trying to destroy your love for each other and your ability to be together and to be with Source. These people are so freaking cruel, and everything that they did to you, the Heavenly Father, the Celestial Father, sees what they have done here, and it's horrid. Horrid and heinous. Oh crap, but I'm almost out of time, battery life. I'm going to have to go ahead and cut this off here. Let me just pull one of these. I want to see what's going on. And the outcome, let's do 7 cards. Let's do 7 cards for the outcome. What's the outcome here, Spirit, please? So, crying out for support. You're about ready to shapeshift. You're about ready to age regress. You're about ready to get your 15-year-old body and wind up on some timeline where you're just this fabulous little princess and you're about ready to have freaking luxury. Oh my God. And it wouldn't be nice if your little angel could dwell with you in your house so that it would be more than just a dream, darling. Wouldn't it be great? Yeah, so there's help. Somebody's calling for help. Somebody's calling for help. Invisible forces are guiding you. The walls are not closing in. Somebody called for help. The walls are not closing in. You're choosing love over division. You're staying united. When the waters are troubled, you're staying united. You're getting a new family tree. Nobody's going to touch these new family trees. They're going to stay right the heck off of them trees. Your twin flame is coming back. He's right here in spirit. There's reconciliation coming up. It's a no contact zone. You're about ready to transform like the phoenix. Do you ever find yourself wanting to have a bad attitude and you're really struggling to have a bad attitude, but you're happy? Somebody's caught in the tensions because your twin flame is returning and gathering you. There's a reconciliation, and this is a no contact zone. You are surrounded, and anybody trying to come into you with some stupid little offer is going to get effed up. Yeah. Your channel is being promoted. Although this isn't the YouTube channel, of course, because my YouTube channel has been throttled. Even though I have over, I think it's 13,000 subscribers now, I don't make any money, guys. I don't bust the $200 mark a month. I don't. I don't even come close sometimes. I'm like at $130 or whatever. They really throttled me. So anybody who's thinking I'm making a bunch of money doing this, I'm not. I'm just here sharing the story because this is what's happening. And it's important. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you sought help. The walls are not closing in. You're choosing love over division. Nobody is going to step on these new family trees. You have rooted out the main issue. You've addressed the root cause of this shit from its source. And your twin flame is here. Somebody's caught in tensions. Casanova's getting choked out by his dame. Your channel's being promoted. It could be that, people are listening to what you have to say. She's mad. She's not getting the attention that you had. I guess maybe you might be starting to make money. Maybe you're going to make money. Yeah. I'm not even going to take that card because I said I was only going to take 7, and there's 7. So, your channel is going to be promoted. You might be making some more money. So the outgoing energy. Those who were obsessed with you, you gave them everything. It wasn't love, and it's glow up time. The fake spiritual guru, the ones who are siphoning the essence out of the teachers who were the actual guides, is being rejected. You had to get in touch with the soul map that only you and God could read because they were fucking with your mind so bad. So it was in between the lines where you rewrote the story. Nobody saw it coming. You're turning into the phoenix and you're going places. Becoming something more. Now, if your young, beautiful angel shows up to you, or somebody shows you a woman and she's so fabulous and she kind of looks like you, at this stage in the game, I think it's safe to say that she's not being presented as a copycat. She's being presented as the future you. And what it is you have to look forward to. So try not to cop an attitude, even though the cellular memory of this shit is still with you. Try not to apply it to the new vision. Congratulations, you two. On your reconciliation. I'm in love, and I'm hoping it's me. All right, everybody. See ya.